for fashion. Hi, I'm Cheylin Rose. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some tips and tricks on how I keep my life organized. As you might know by the many videos in which I have stated that I am getting my life together, I'm not very good at keeping my life organized, but we're still trying and that's what counts. Yeah. So here are some tips and tricks on how you can better organize yourself and your life and everything. Tip 1 is to clear your space. clear your space. This is almost a daily struggle for me. Your space is often a reflection of your mind, or your mind can be a reflection of your space. They kind of loop each other. If you find that you're really stressed or really overwhelmed, you'll probably notice that your room is too. So start with whichever one feels less overwhelming to do. I find putting on some good music and cleaning my room really helps me set the mood for the day and helps me feel productive at the start of a day, ready to continue that. Compartmentalize. Create compartments for your stuff. Literally just grab whatever containers that I can find around the house and I put everything into the containers as they fit. I literally do this in every single closed space in my room. I think often we like to avoid the mess. So once it's organized, then you feel like you can use all the things that you have. As you can tell by my super messy drawer, I adore stationery. And that is why I reached out to the Scriptorium and asked her for a collaboration on this video. I was very kindly gifted a box of stationery from the Scriptorium. The Scriptorium is an online kwai stationery store. It's the first South African kwai stationery store. I don't know if I'm pronouncing kwai right. Sorry. It's owned and run by a woman, so it's female owned, local, and she has honestly the greatest selection of stuff. You can hop onto her website and check out some of the things that I've used in this video, or you can check out all of the other things that she has. I love buying from her store. The three things that I absolutely love about the Scriptorium: one, it's female owned. We love supporting our women. Secondly, they constantly restock. So if you find that something is out of stock, often it'll come back in like a cycle. If you follow them on Instagram, you can have a say in what's restocked or things that you're looking for, and they're completely open to those suggestions. My third and absolute favorite thing about the Scriptorium is that their little business card is made on recycled seeded paper. So you can plant this baby and grow some flowers. How cool! And the Scriptorium has very kindly given us a code to use, so you can use Cheylin Rose 15 at your checkout for 15% off of your next purchase, which is super exciting, my word! Be sure to check that out below and go and check out her stationery. Support local, support women, and support small businesses. Journal. These are my current journals for this year. YouTube book, memory journal, goals, my business journal, day-to-day journal. I also have a prayer journal somewhere. This is a little excessive. I'm not saying you need to do this, but I like having separate books for everything. My tip with journals is not to do this, but to get one journal for everything. This is my Nifty Joe journal. It is any year journal. Comes with some really interesting pages, like brain dumps and goals for the next 3 months, and every single week has a to-do list. So this is a great journal for me, and I can customize it. My greatest tip for organization would be bullet journaling. A bullet journal is essentially a plain book that you can make into whatever you need it to be. So whether you like very fun and outgoing pages or your neutrals, a bullet journal is for you, and you can customize every page. The problem with this is it gets pretty overwhelming and very time consuming. I always start my journals with a year layout, and I write down everything I need to know, all the important dates for the year on one page so I can see what I'm doing. Another important part of being organized is to be aware of your goals and make them achievable. So I like to write down all my resolutions for the year and then split them into every 3 months. These are my goals to achieve within the 3 months. Create a giant to-do list. These help me so much, and I create one at the beginning of every single month. I write down absolutely everything I can think that I need to do in the month, and also remind myself that I don't have to do all of them to feel accomplished as a human being. That way I'm not forgetting anything that I should be doing that month, and also when I'm bored it gives me something, a list of things that I can do. Get regular sleep. I think often our lives become completely chaotic when we're not in a routine. One of the easiest ways to get in a routine, especially now when you're stuck at home and we don't really know what's happening with universities and schools and etc, etc. A really good way to keep your routine is to sleep. Go to bed at the same time, wake up at the same time every single day. My fifth tip is to separate your life into sections. I separate my life into 5 sections: Wits, work, YouTube, social, and church. I color code those 5 sections, and I carry that color coding and those sections into every aspect of my organization. That includes my to-do list folders on my computer, my calendar colors, my calendars, and the colors that I use on my calendar. Tip 6 is to synchronize your calendars. An easy way to do this is to use Google Calendar. If you're using Samsung, you have this wonderful widget which is your calendar, and you can choose your colors as you put them in. The Google Calendar syncs to all the calendars that are your Google Calendars. But then it's important to synchronize all of your calendars. If you have a written calendar, it's important to make sure that you have everything in there as well, so that no matter where you are or no matter what you're using to kind of plan your day or go through your day, everything is there and you're not forgetting anything. My 7th and last tip, because 7 is a whole number biblically, my 7th tip is to keep trying. Often when we try and get organized, we do really well for the first week or second week, and then we slip up and then we feel like we can't continue again until maybe next year January when resolutions come back around. But that's not the case at all, and that's what I really love about a bullet journal, is that you can customize it to be whenever you need it to be, and you don't have to wait till the start of the month or the start of the year to get organized. You can totally start whenever. Being organized is so important for your mental state. It really helps with not feeling overwhelmed or anxious about tasks because you lay them all out. Those are my tips for you. I hope you find them helpful. Don't forget to use my code in your checkout at the Scriptorium, and enjoy getting some stationery and getting excited about getting organized. See you next week. Bye. This journal is actually from a bullet journal starter kit that I designed for Thrifts and Pieces, and it comes with sticker sets and stick-in sheets, and the idea is that you can start your bullet journal, let it be what you want, completely customize it without the pressure of having to make every page beautiful by your own design. You don't have to be good at drawing or writing or anything like that. You can still use one of these. So that was a big project that we were super excited to launch.